Hey guys, Mr. Catcom, and just wanted to give my lasting impressions over this 1 week period that I've actually had it. There's some things I wanted to point out to everyone. First, the price point. Well, I'll do some pros and cons. The first pro is the price point. It's $4.99 for the 32 gig version. You really It's just $5.99 for the 64 gig, but you really don't need anything more than that. I mean, you're going to use the 32 gig, and you can have a 32 gig SD card, which is like $50, the highest for like a Class 10 card from Newegg. I think it's about $50. Like, if you fill up all that, then you must be like a data hoarder or something like that, because there's no way you can have as much video and audio and all this other stuff and use more than 32 gigs plus a 32 card or 64 gig. If you have the extra $100, I would say go ahead and get the 64 gig. But if you're trying to watch your price or trying to pinch pennies, as it were, stay with the $4.99. You won't go wrong. 32 gigs on board is enough for some 1080p videos that you might want to keep there. I don't think it changes the performance, but 32 gigs on board is just as good. As far as music wise, I use Google Music. All my music stored in the cloud. You're not really going to be using your music for anything other than, like, let's say you're cleaning up or something, you want to use your tablet. It's going to be plugged in. You're going to be near Wi-Fi, or you can tether if you need be. There's no real reason why you would want to load that much music on there when you can easily have it in the cloud and play it off the cloud like that. As far as Wi-Fi issues, I haven't had any Wi-Fi issues. It's as fast as any of my other devices. My 3DS, my phone, I get the same speed everywhere throughout my house. Haven't had any problems with that. As far as lag, there's only lag I see is like with live wallpaper. Sometimes I'm using live wallpaper now, and you can see how quick it's going through and it's not lagging. You might get it once in a while if you have like a bunch of huge apps running, but even still, like right now, I have like Mango Watcher, Riptide, Sonic, Shadowgun. Like, I have all that stuff sitting in the background, and I'm still not getting any lag. So I mean, Android's going to have its lag here and there, but it's not enough to deter you from the product. I'm really liking Honeycomb. I really don't see any issues with it. But of course, I would really love to have ice cream sandwich on it. We're promised ice cream sandwich, and ASUS has really been good with updates. So I'm pretty sure that we'll get it as fast as possible. So that shouldn't be an issue. I haven't really had any problems with apps not working. Some apps don't show up in the marketplace, which is fine, because after a while, they'll have them on the market, or you can probably side load them. But for now, the apps that's out there, they work fantastic. If there's an app that doesn't work, like as far as like it's showing up in the market and it's let's say it's built for your cell phone or something like that, it kind of like stretches it to the actual screen. And when I say stretches it, it doesn't stretch it where it's like real ugly. Like, I really don't have an app that I could really show you for some reason. Not for some reason, I just don't really have anything right now. But I had it in my Facebook app, and for whatever reason, I do not want to show my Facebook. But there are a couple apps on here that I can't remember at this time that aren't made for tablets, but they show up on the tablet like fine. It's not pixely, it's not messed up. I mean, later on I'll show some apps once I find some more, but these work really good. Actually, Words for Friends. I think Words for Friends doesn't have a tablet version. You know what? I'm lying. It does have a tablet version, because this is Words for Friends. It won't even turn sideways. I couldn't get it to do it last time. Yeah. One other thing I didn't like is, and this is kind of with every Android device, and it might be Apple too, is that I think it's called the accelerometer or the accelerometer, whatever it's called, that kind of tells the tablet when it's up and when it's sideways. It is super, super sensitive. Sometimes I'm sitting down, I'm watching videos or whatever on here, and I'll have it turn sideways a little bit like this. And see how it turns? I don't want it doing that. And my quick fix, and I'm pretty sure there's an app that does it too. My quick fix is just turn it off whenever I can. I think that's like the only thing that I didn't like about it, but that's more of a software thing. I have zero problems with the IPS screen. You can see how bright it actually gets with Super IPS on and turned off, how low it gets. Um, I do like the different power savings that you have. You have the power saving, balance, and normal speed. All those make the machine run at different speeds and help with the battery. I haven't had any problems with the battery either. I've had this on maybe about since 9 a.m. this morning, and I've been watching HD videos like 720, and I've only gone down to 92%. So I don't have any issues there. There's not much bad about the tablet I can really say. I mean, it's nice and thin. You see that? It's real thin. I had the micro SD. The only thing I don't like is that it's just, Honeycomb is kind of outdated as far as I know ice cream is going to have a lot of extra features and fixes. I'm pretty sure they're not going to do any more with Honeycomb. So, of course, this is what you get. I had the issues with the SD card not showing up in some apps, which is kind of more or less the programmers needing to change something. But other than that, like there's a workaround, whereas this SD card comes down here at the bottom, you can just click on that and then browse straight to the SD card and get the stuff off that way. The camera is fantastic. I've taken a couple pictures of my family and friends. It's not too intrusive as far as taking snaps with the actual camera. Let's say holding this big. Let me just see if I can get a picture real quick. Yeah, so this is a picture I took on vacation, and it's not too much to just snap it and then keep it moving. I wouldn't say okay to bring it to a party and start snapping, but this is more of a media type thing. You take it with you, whenever you're bored, or whenever you have some time. It can be really used as productivity as far as like making Word and creating PDFs and stuff like that. But I think it would be easier to do it if you had the dock, which I don't have. But if you don't, it'll get some taking used to. I will buy and review one of those capsative pens that right on here. I definitely want to get one of those. And I believe that's about it. Like there's nothing wrong with this tablet. It's outperforms an iPad 2. Of course, the apps could be a little bit more available. It could be more video games, this and that. But Android is still coming up, and they're coming up pretty fast. They have some cool apps on here, and the apps that are here are just as good, and it'll tie you over until something new comes out. So I would definitely say I would recommend this to anybody. I would say if you have $4.99, you love Android, get it right now. If you are up and down with the iPad or Apple products, of course most of those people are going to want to stay with Apple products, but you can't go wrong with the Transformer Prime. That's all I'm saying. I haven't had any issues with it, and that's about it. So if you have any other questions, anything in particular you want me to show you about the Transformer Prime, I will happily make more videos or post on the website, the Tech Messenger. And thanks you guys for watching the video. Peace.